Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our reviews. Today, I'm giving you a quick review of Love is Blind, episode number 7. We ended off in episode number 6 with Jimmy and Chelsea having some issues with Jimmy after Jimmy made the comments about AD being stacked like a bookshelf and him not listening to Chelsea's feelings as she tried to explain what was going on and how she felt lonely, how she felt like he left her alone during the couple's retreat, during the couple's date on the beach. And so she was expressing that. This also, we see Lauren and Jeremy. They make amend of their relationship later on as they walked out and had a little bit of a picnic outside on a dock looking into the ocean. He apologized for sharing the comments she made about AD. He didn't mean he wasn't going to try to beam dip her. And she told him basically, like, when we have conversation and when we talk and things that we talk about in the pod, please don't share with other people because, again, this situation felt awkward. He slept on the couch that night. She slept in the bed. He was more mad at himself. And he felt like giving up on the process because of his mistakes. To me, I thought he took it real left of talking about giving up on the process and leaving because he made a mistake. They did reconcile. They did mend their relationship. In this episode, we saw the couples go out on different dates with each other. They go to different places. We saw Amy and Johnny. Amy and Johnny went horseback riding on their date. Clay and AD they were seen having an adventure drive in a Jeep. And every time they stopped at a red light, Clay wanted a kiss. We saw Jimmy and Chelsea. On the other hand, they went swimming in like a cabin or a cave. And you saw a lot of kissing and hugging there. And Kenneth and Brittany went boating for their date where they discussed, their interracial relationship a little bit more. That one was kind of awkward because Kenneth wouldn't even talking that much on a boat until certain things came up, till he saw dolphins. And then she realized that he is a dolphin guy. And he told her how he went to the Bahamas. He swam with the dolphins. He loved dolphins. That was kind of sparked his interest. And made him open up a little bit more. And then they had a deep conversation about being touchy-feely because she was like, she loves to be touched. She loves touching other people. And he's like, well, I thought I was touching too much. So it wasn't awkward. So you have two people who love physical touch, and we saw them touching each other a lot while they was on the boat. So we saw this page plans out. Then we see Clay. Clay opens up to AD while they at dinner. Before we even get to the dinner, Clay was hungry, right? Clay ate her food. Clay ate AD's food, his food. He had the soup. The soup was so good. The conversation stopped. He took the bowl to the head, and that soup was so good. And it was slurping and making noise. Now, trust me, I know how food is good. I enjoy food. I make a little noise when I eat, and Jack does not like that at all. But my man was really slurping that bowl, that soup down. It was awkward. AD had no other choice but to do but laugh at Clay. But then after that, Clay opened up. You saw the switch. He switched, right? It went like a blank stare on his face, a blank look. Clay opened up to AD about his fears of doing justice and doing right by the relationship. AD mentioned Clay mentioned that he doesn't want to be divorced, that if he does get married, he wants to be for a long time. He's been through that situation because of other family members, and divorce is not an option. AD comforted him as they spoke about family and expressed his fears. AD told him, look, divorce is not something that we're going to look forward to. Clay mentioned like he knows how divorce has torn down a family because it tore down his family. While we was at the pool, Amy revealed that her father was against Love is Blind. Amy, if you don't know, Amy is married to Johnny. They was the first couple, all right, the first couple to get engaged. She's Hispanic. Her dad does not like the process of Love is Blind. He wanted her to meet a guy traditionally, the traditional type of way, right? And she's not even sure how things will get back, how things are going to work when they get back to Charlotte. Even though she was confident he would come around, she said she wouldn't marry Johnny if her father didn't approve. That is a big thing there, right? If her dad doesn't approve, you're not going to get married. If your father doesn't approve of your mate or your spouse, should you get married? Shouldn't you get married? I know some people who've done it. I know some relationships that worked. I know some relationships that did not work when the parents didn't approve. But again, this is not a traditional process on Love is Blind. So only time will tell if her father approves Johnny or not. All right. During that beach time, Jimmy appreciated AD. When they was on the beach, Jimmy went to AD and he apologized to AD again. He appreciated AD for how she handled the situation between him and Chelsea. He said, look, I wasn't trying to do anything different. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just saying, I was just admiring or just saying that you had a stacked shelf. All right. She accepted his apology and they moved on from that. He did tell her how him and Chelsea was doing. They helped each other out. All right. But his earlier comments. Jeremy then revealed some shocking information. He was sitting down talking to Amy, right? Him and Amy had a great conversation. And Jeremy was telling Amy, look, I still like Sarah Ann, right? Sarah Ann was the one that he wanted to pick at first. He had a great connection with, great sexual connection with the conversation, but he ended up picking Laura. And Jeremy was like, look, something about Sarah, right? Jeremy expressed that he wanted to meet with her and he still wanted to talk with her. He even mentioned to her, look, that even outside of this process, that I still want to be friends with Sarah Ann. Bruh, what are you doing, right? This girl was she was your number one for majority of the time in the pod. Now, when you get back to Charlotte, you want to meet with her and you still want to be friends with her. That is a big no, right? You don't do that. That's going to end his relationship. If he meets with Sarah Ann, I can tell you now, I haven't even watched the rest of the episodes, but if he meets with Sarah Ann, based off their connection and how they was feeling, how he was feeling in the pod, it is not going to work out. And Laura can kiss her relationship goodbye. Because at the end of the day, this brother really, in my opinion, he really likes Sarah Ann, and Laura just happened to be fun. As he mentioned, I chose Laura because she's more fun. I chose Laura because we're having fun. But guess him and Laura not having any fun on this date, right? She's chastising him. He's doing too much, and she doesn't like it. Yeah, when he gets back to Charlotte, it will be an issue, right? Then we see here Nick and Vanessa, welcome couples as they made their way back to Charlotte, North Carolina. Each of them was given a house to spend 21 days in, right? They got to live in this house 21 days living together before their wedding. In this episode of Love and Blind, they got 21 days, 3 weeks before they get married to live with each other, to work with each other, see how things work out. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work out for many of these couples, right? I'm not 100% sure how this thing is going to work out, but I do know that 21 days, 3 weeks before you get married, honeymoon is over, you're back to regular day life, everyday life. If you watch Married at First Sight, you see how that's the struggle for them. And they got 8 weeks to be with each other. These people have 21 days. So I think it also is going to be a struggle as well. While most of the couples were excited to move in together, things begin to get tense between Kenneth and Brittany for the very first time, right? Kenneth was just sitting there, right? They're staring into space, glued to his phone, right? Not listening to her, not communicating with her, not doing anything, just on his phone. He needs to talk more. He doesn't talk. He doesn't communicate as much as he should to her. He's relaxing. She wants to interrupt. She wants to have conversation. It's not working. It's not good for them. I think he needs to communicate more and be more open with what's going on with her and him. We saw it when they was on the honeymoon in the Dominican Republic. Kenneth has to be prompted to speak, right? Has to be something he likes or something he sees. And a person gets tired in a relationship, keep constantly asking questions over and over again just to get somebody to speak. Right? It gets boring. It gets old. I don't know. Who the time will tell us how this thing works out between Kenneth and Brittany. In my opinion, she's going to lose interest real quick if he's not talking, if everything he does is on his phone. When you're in the Dominican Republic, your phone's not working. You ain't got that much time to be on your phone. You're trying to get to know each other. You're back home now. It may not work out. But nonetheless, he eventually makes his way downstairs to relax. He didn't help Brittany in the kitchen, and it didn't sit well with her. Need to be supportive, brother. Be in tune into the moment. Find out what's going on. Be in the moment. Help her out. It is what it is. That is episode number 7 of Love is Blind. Quick review of Love is Blind. Leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what your thoughts let me know your thoughts on episode number 7. Let me know how you're enjoying the series so far. Leave a comment, hit the bell notification, and talk to you later.